everyone, I hope you all are fine and great. And this is Gracia, and I am a teacher in IGCSE school as well as a teaching faculty for the ICSE board. Okay students, so now we'll be seeing the next chapter, that is fraction. And fraction is quite a big chapter student. For this particular topic we'll have two parts for it. This is part 1. See, the fraction. Fraction is very important. Everyone, you all studied what is fraction student. If I'm taking about a big one, I'm taking some chocolate which has small pieces. Okay, I had eaten it. I had eaten this much. Okay, now how much is remaining student? That will be a big question. So you can show this by fraction. How it is? You have to count it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So the total is 8. Always remember the total is written at the down part. Okay, and above part is the how much I add. Okay, here they are asking how much is left. So you have to count how much is left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 5 upon 8. Now very important thing, this 8 down part, we call it as denominator. We call it as denominator. And 5 is numerator. 5 is numerator student. 5 is numerator and down part is denominator. So this is a fraction. Always remember student, this is the fraction. Now, how we will convert a fraction into simple form? How we will convert a fraction into simple form? That we are going to see student. How we will do it? For example, I am talking about 4 upon 16. So you have to guess a table such that 4 also comes, 16 also comes. I can show two ways student. First I will talk about 4 and 16 will be coming in 4 table. 4 ones are, 4 fours are. Now you can cancel like this student. This is called cancelling or simplifying. So the answer which I got, I can write this as 1 upon 4. So this is our answer. Now you can do this in, if you are not able to get your table. So what you do, 4 upon 16. Now think of a number which comes, think of a table in which 4 and 16 come. 2 table, I take simple one. So 2 2s are, then 2 8s are. Now you will be thinking 2 and 8 also comes in. You can further cancel it student. You can further make it simple. 2 1s are, this will be 2 4s are. At the end, you will be getting the same answer only. When you simplify a number, you will be getting the same answer. You can take a table, it can be a 2 table, but only one condition, that both the numbers should come in that table. Then only you can cancel the term or simplify it. This is all about simplifying the fraction. Okay. So this is the simplifying the fraction. Okay student. Now, when we simplify, now we will see about a type of fraction, that is equivalent fraction. Equivalent fraction can be, after multiplying a fraction we are getting, see, I am talking about 2 upon 3. If I multiply with common number, like I am taking about 3, to the numerator, to the denominator, the answer I will get it, 2 3s are 6. 3 3s. Always remember, numerator should be multiplied with numerator, denominator should be multiplied with denominator. Now 3 into 3 will be 9. So this number and this number is a equivalent fraction. Always remember. It is not necessary that I should multiply with only multiplication carried out. It can be division also student. I'll take another example, 2 upon 16. Now think of a number. Think of a number in which table this 2 and 16 come. I can take 2. So I will divide it by 2. With common table I have to divide it student. Common number you should divide it. So what it will be, 2 divided will be 1. 16 divided by 2 will be 8. So I can conclude that this and this are the equivalent fraction. So this is the equivalent fraction. Very, very important. Only practice is needed, student, because without the practice, you cannot get fraction. Okay. Now, this is all about equivalent fraction, student. Now we will see about how to convert the fractions into decimal and percentage and all. Okay. Now we'll see a simple one. Now we are going to first thing we are going to do is that we are going to change decimal numbers to fraction. So how we will do it? Take a number. I'll take a small simple number 0.3. Now after point, what is the number? How many digit we have? We have only one digit. So what you do? You put 3 here. In the denominator you put 1. And how many digit we have? Only 1. So I'll put 1 0 here. So this is the way we change decimal to fraction. After the point how many digit we have, that much 0 we are going to put it in the denominator along with 1. So you will get the same answer. You put it in the calculator, 3 divided by 10. You will get the same thing only, student. Now I'll take a bigger one like 125. 0.125. How many digit we have? 3 digits, students. So I can make it 125 upon 1000. Now you will be having a question mark that can I simplify it? Yes, student, because 125 and 1000 will come in 5 table. In 25 table also it comes. Now we'll see. 125 comes in 5 table how many times? It will be coming 25 times. And 1000 will come in 200 times. Again 5s are, this will be 40. And again 5 ones are, this will be 8. So I'll write it as 1 upon 8. You can simplify, student. Only they ask decimal to fraction. You have to simplify. You should know about it, how to simplify it. Okay, this is the conversion of decimal numbers to fraction. Once again I repeat, how many digit we have after the decimal point, that much 0 should be put it in the denominator to make it in the fraction. This is the rule. This is the way we carry it out. Okay. Now we'll see about percentage to fraction. What we are going to do? Percentage to fraction. Percentage to fraction. So how we will do it? We know that percentage is out of 100. You may be studied in a lower standard. Percentage is always out of 100. If I am giving as 9%, so I will write it as 9 out of 100. So this is the way we convert percentage to fraction. We can simplify, but 9 and 100 will not come in any of the table. Now I'll take another one. I'll take 50%. How we will write 50%, student? 50 upon 100. Can I simplify it? See, 5 ones are, 5 twos are. So the answer will be half. You know 50% is half only. Okay. Now I'll talk about 25% also. So 25% means 25 out of 100. You know 25 ones are and this will be 4s are. So 1 upon 4. So this is the way we carry out percentage to fraction, student. Okay. Now we'll see about the next topic of it. What it is? We have to convert fraction to percentage. How we will convert it? Very simple. I'll tell you how to do it. Fraction to percentage. We know that percentage is out of 100. Here what we do? We multiply 100. We are not going to divide it by 100. We are going to multiply by 100. Like for example, I am talking about 0.5. Now how I will write 0.5 in fraction form? I taught you now only how we will write it. 5 upon 10. 5 upon 10. Now what you are going to do? We got the fraction. Now we have to convert it in the percentage. So I told you to multiply by 100. Now the 0, 0, 1, 0 in the numerator and denominator you can cancel out, student. In the numerator denominator, how many 0 we have? We can cancel. But both should have same 0. Like this one I can't. But 10, another 0 I cannot, because only in the denominator we have only one 0. So 5 into 10 is how much? 50. So I'll say 50%. So this is the way we carry out the fraction to percentage. First thing, if they given decimal point and they're telling to convert it to percentage, first decimal point should be changed to fraction. Then fraction is to be multiplied by 100, because 100 is the percentage. Out of 100 only we take the percentage. So this is all about this conversions. Okay students, now we will see about mixed fraction and all. Okay, we are going to see mixed fraction and improper fraction. Mixed fraction, improper fraction. See, we have two type of fraction, student. One is proper fraction. Second one is improper fraction. Now, what is this difference is, in proper fraction, denominator should be greater than numerator. Means denominator is greater than numerator. That is the proper fraction. Now, improper fraction is when denominator is lesser than numerator or numerator is greater than denominator. That is improper fraction. Understood everyone? Okay, and improper fraction only we can convert into mixed fraction. Improper fraction only we can convert into mixed fraction. Okay, now we'll see how we will convert it. Now we are going to see improper fraction to mixed fraction. It's very simple. I'll tell you very easy way of doing it. If I'm talking about a fraction, improper means what? Numerator is greater than denominator. I'm going to take very simple one. So what you do, I'll take 4, the 4 numerator inside, I will divide it by 3. This bar is there, right? Actually it is division. V4 divided by 3. We know fraction is a portion. Now 4 divided by 3. Now when we divide it, 3 ones are 3. Now balance remainder is 1. So what you do, first you have to write the quotient. What is quotient? Quotient is this one. So I'll write complete 1. And the remainder I'll write here, small. And I'll put this thing, and after that, here I will write which number I divided by 3. So I'll write this. This is the mixed fraction. This is the mixed fraction. Now how we will convert mixed fraction to improper fraction? That is very simple. Here 1 upon 3. Now I'll multiply. 3 ones are 3. You have to add this number. 3 ones are 3. 3 plus 1. What will be 3 plus 1? I'll put 4. And in denominator is 3. We got the same answer. Did we get the same answer, student? This is a cross checking whether you have done it correct or not. I'll take a bigger number, student. I'll take a bigger number. Okay. I'll take a bigger number. See, I'm going to take a different type of fraction. 12 upon 8. Now I told you 12 should be numerator put inside, and I have to divide it by 8. Now 8 table 12 will not come. I'll divide it. 8 ones are 8. 4 is the remainder. Further we cannot proceed. So I'll write the quotient here. After that I'll put the remainder. Here upon what is the denominator? 8. Now you will observe that, can I simplify this part? Because 4 and 8 comes in 4 table. So I'll simplify. 4 ones are 4 twos. So I can write this as 1 upon 2. This is we have to simplify, student. Always remember. Okay. So this is about improper fraction to mixed fraction. I hope it is very simple, very easy, student. Okay. Now, so this is all about the first part of the chapter, students. I hope you all understood. If you have a doubt in this particular topic, please put it in the comment. And if you have a doubt, you can ask me anytime. Okay. And another thing is that the second part I'll be doing in the next lecture. Okay. Bye, students, and please subscribe my channel, and thank you for the support.